It's driver time today. What I want to show you today is another reason why the ball could be going out to the right, okay? And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you another golf swing, and I'm going to show you what's been going on for this particular lady's swing so that you know what you can then go and work on. You may be doing the same thing. So we're working on this one. It's a work in progress, but it's going to turn out so good when we've got, you know, the swing in place. So don't go anywhere. I'll be with you very shortly. Hey there, Tiff the Lady Golf Teacher, and welcome to today's tip. Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to look at another driver swing, because you may be doing this in your swing, I'm not sure, but let's have a look anyway. And this lovely lady, Caroline, so thanks Caroline, I'm going to feature you today. What I want you to see is actually what she's doing in her swing, coming down into the ball, which is another reason why, how she's coming from up high down into the ball. And again, her balls are going out to the right. And she's very new to the game, so I've just started working with her, but I'm really excited with the progress already because we've worked on some short swings which she can, you know, hit the balls nice and straight. But when she goes up into the swing at the moment, just because of how she's been playing, it's just causing a little problem hitting out to the right. So I'm going to show you what goes on for that swing, and then I'm going to just show you how we can add some modifications to it so we can get it into the right direction. So you may be having this issue as well. So stay tuned. Hey, Tiff here. This is the lovely Caroline. So what I want to do is I want to show you what's going on with her swing. Caroline's been playing for about a year now, and she was out with me the other day. So I want to show you some great things that she's doing, and also some things that we're working on improving, simply so that she can, you know, hit nice straight tee shots and feeling really good about a game and feel the progression and so on. So you could be doing this as well in your swing. So that's why we're looking at this one today, and I'll then show you how to fix it. So if we go into here, so Caroline's setup's looking great. Now, when she takes a club back, what actually happens here is you can see here that it's a little bit too far out, outside the line. So ideally we'd want to have the club coming straight back. So when you're looking down, you want the club to be in line with the toe line. So it's just coming out a little bit. So that's just something in the takeaway. But as you come up into the swing, so what's happening here, because Caroline's just a little bit too upright, and that usually happens anyway in the early stages of your golf game, golf career, is that the club gets too upright, and that's just a normal part of what actually happens in as you're learning with your golf. You automatically just tend to take it straight up. So that's all fine, but what we're going to do is work on improving that area so that we can make sure that we're always having a lot of straight tee shots. So as Caroline then comes down from the top of her swing, so here she goes. Now, what actually happens is you can see how the club comes straight out. So it's coming straight out this way, whereas ideally we want it to stay inside the line. All right, so it's coming straight out. So what actually happens is, even though she hits a really good shots, because she makes great contact with the ball, you can see here it's nice and straight, the club face, which is really great. But it's just that the club comes too far out, and when she comes through, it's, you know, as you can see, the ball's leaving and it's going pretty straight. But as it goes further on down here, it starts to have a bit of a tail, and it starts to have a little bit of side spin, so it starts to spin out a little bit to the right. Now, the other thing too is when she comes down to make contact here too, you can see this area here where the left elbow just bends too early as well, so she comes across the ball just a little bit, which creates a bit of side spin. And as you just remembered seeing recently, Lorraine and Janelle's swing, they had that same issue. And then I showed you last week, actually, Lorraine coming through with a nice straight arm, and you could see the result of the ball. So there's just a few little things that we're going to work on there, but I'm going to show you something very very particular in what to do in the down part of the swing, because coming through with a nice straight left arm, we know what to do. We've been working on that one. So that's what we're going to be focused on. So don't go anywhere.
Okay, so that was interesting, wasn't it? It was really because Caroline swings very upright at the moment, and that's okay, that's all part of the progress. But what we want to do is we want to flatten it out a little bit so she can come, so that the club can come more in. Okay, they call it in line, right? Inside the line, as opposed to where it's coming at the moment. It seems it's coming out. So she's coming out and she gets caught, and then a left elbow sticks out a little bit out the left here, and then the ball slides out to the right, okay? So what we want to make sure that we're doing is we're working on creating a flatter piece in the backswing for her, so that when she comes in, her club's going to stay on the inside, and then we can just push out in front. Okay, that's what we're going to work on. All right. So just to show you what I want you to do here, if you are experiencing this problem, because if the driver's quite upright, we do tend to hit the balls a lot out to the right, so we need to flatten it out a little bit. So when you get to that setup position and you get set ready for the ball, when you go back into your swing, what I want you to do is check and see if it's flatter. Okay, so we want a nice sort of like a 45-degree angle. We don't want it completely upright, we don't want it completely flat, we just want it in between. Okay, so when that gets set into that position, all I want you to work on, and this is what Caroline's going to work on too, but all I want you to work on is when you come back down, come down really slow, so that you can feel that the club's staying inside, right? So we come in slow, and then we just push out, okay? Remember, we want to keep that left arm straight, okay? It doesn't stick out the side. Just do it for you one more time. Notice I'm doing it really slow because I need to feel the positions, okay? It's all about feeling the positions. It's not just standing there, walking up and just going whack. You've got to be aware of what you're doing, right? So I'll do it one more time for you. So we get set, we take it back. Right, we have a look, see it's flatter, okay, 45 degrees. Come down nice and slow, then push out, okay? And that's what we want to be working on so that we can create that nice inside, like inside the line, so we can push out, so we can get the ball to go nice and straight so it's not heading out to the right. So what did you think? That was interesting, wasn't it? Caroline, you're on your way, don't worry. It's working really great. I'm really happy with where we're seeing it. And what we'll do with Caroline's swing is we'll have a look at it in about a month or so, and we'll see the progress. So I hope you enjoyed today's tip. Love it if you could leave a comment down below and share with me what you like best about what you heard today and what you saw. And remember, if you've got friends that that would benefit from these videos, please share them, because we want to build the Lady Golf Teacher as big as we possibly can. And in the meantime, tee it high, let it fly. See you soon. Bye-bye.